Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the first session of logical reasoning. So the topic of today's session is clocks. So let us start this session with a quick summary on clocks. As you already know, a clock is a circular device used to measure time, and it consists of three hands, that is hour hand, minute hand, and a second hand. So in this segment, we are only concentrating on hour hand and minute hand. So the study of the clock is known as horology. So this is the basic structure of a clock. See, this is the basic structure of a clock. Further, a clock is composed of 360 degrees. So when I say 360 degrees, it refers to one complete rotation and divided into 12 equal divisions. So 12 equal divisions. So 12 hours. So 12 equal divisions. The angle between the consecutive divisions is obtained by dividing the total angle of clock 360 degree by the number of divisions, that is 12, which gives 30 degrees. So 360 by 12, that is 30 degrees. So this is what I was talking about. So each section, so when I consider each section or each division, the angle between each the two consecutive divisions is 30 degree. So when I say one division, it refers to 5 minutes, correct? So for 5 minutes, the angle is 30 degree. So what about 1 minute? Because see, each division is divided into 5 subdivisions, correct? So that we are going to study further. See here, each division is divided into 5 subdivisions. So if I say the angle of each division is 30 degree, so it refers to 5 minutes. So dividing 30 degree by 5 will give the angular value of minute, that is 6 degrees. So for 1 minute, the angular value is 6 degrees. So further, speed of both minute hand and hour hand. So you already know that the speed is calculated by using the formula speed is equal to distance by time taken. So if I talk about speed of minute hand, so see here, when I consider minute hand, so say the minute hand, the original position of the minute hand is at 12. So now after 60 minutes, or in 60 minutes, the minute hand is going to cover the angle 360 degree, correct? So the minute hand will cover it, it will complete one rotation in 60 minutes. So the speed of minute hand is 360 degree, which is the distance traveled divided by 60 minutes. So 360 degree by 60 minutes, that is 6 degree per minute. So here, when I say distance, I'm not exactly talking about distance. I'm talking about the angle covered by the minute hand. So it is 6 degree per minute. So this is the speed of a minute hand. Now the next, speed of an hour hand. Speed of an hour hand. So if I consider the original position of our hand at 12, so this is the original position of our hand. So after 60 minutes, again we are considering 1 hour, so that is 60 minutes. After 60 minutes, in 60 minutes, minute hand is going to cover 360 degree. But what about our hand? So in 60 minutes, our hand, so this is the original position. After 60 minutes, what will be the position of our hand? It will be at 1. It will be at 1. So tell me, what is the angle covered by our hand in 360, 60 minutes? It is 30 degree. It is 30 degree. So the speed of an hour hand is 30 degrees divided by 60 minutes, 30 degrees per 60 minutes. So that is half degree per minute. Further, the difference in speed of minute hand and hour hand is 6 degree minus half degree, 6 being the greater value. So 6 degree minus half degree, that is 5.5 degree. And note, we are not going to concentrate on the second hand. So these are few important concepts which we are going to use while solving problems. So this is something about the collision or coincidence of hour hand and minute hand. So this is a table. Okay, so here comes an important formula. So see here, so this, just remember this formula. We are going to use this formula to find the time, to find the time whenever the angle between the hands, angle between hour hand and minute hand is known and the time duration is given. So the problem will be like this. It is uh, between 3 and 4 p.m. So when they say if it is between 3 and 4 p.m., then you know what is the value of h. See here, h stands for an hour which is running. So if I say the time is between 3 and 4 o'clock, h is clearly 3, correct? Between, when I say between, we are not going to include the end points. So exclude 4. When I say between, here we are talking about the hour which is running. So when I say between 3 and 4, the hour which is running is 3. So the value of h will be 3. And the angle will be given. So the angle should be known. Only then you can use this formula. So T is equal to 2 by 11 into h into 30 plus or minus a. Now the question is when to use plus and when to use minus. So they have given that the clock is divided into two parts, first and second half as shown above. So not as shown above, as shown below. See here. So the entire clock vertically, when you uh, bisect the clock, it will be divided into two equal halves. So the first half is this. So this is the first half and this is the second half. Since you know the value of h, you can decide the time belongs to which half. So if the time falls in the first half of the clock, then you should use positive sign here. So the time will be t is equal to 2 by 11 into h into 30 plus a. So plus a. So if the time falls in the second half, then you should use negative sign, that is t is equal to 2 by 11 into h into 30. Everything else remains the same. Only the sign will vary. It is minus e. Minus e. So just remember this formula. So this is a very important formula which we are going to use while solving problems. So next, points to remember. The hands of the clock are perpendicular to each other. I mean, they have given the frequency in 12 hours. In 12 hours, so the hands of clock are perpendicular. How many times? So in 12 hours, the hands of the clock are opposite to each other. See, when I say perpendicular, the angle is 90 degree. When I say opposite to each other, the angle is 180 degrees. The hands of a clock coincide. When I say coincide, the angle is 0 degrees. So here they are talking about the frequencies of collision or in the straight line or perpendicularity. So the minute hand gain 55 minutes over hour hand per hour. Just ignore these 2 points. Just keep them in your mind. So the last 4 points are very important. So angle traced by hour hand in x hours is equal to 360 by 12 into x degrees. See, you know that angle traced by hour hand in 1 hour is 360 by 12, correct? So that is 30 degrees. So angle traced by hour hand in x hours will obviously be 360 by 12 into x degrees. 360 by 12 into x degrees. So angle traced by minute hand in y minutes is equal to 360 degree by 60 into y. 360 by 60 into y degrees. See here we are using the speed concept. So when I say minute, it should be 360 by 60. The factor is 360 by 60. Multiplying factor is 360 by 60. So when I say hour hand, the multiplying factor is 360 by 30. So don't consider this 30 degree. It just consider this which I had written here. See, 360 degree divided by 360 degree divided by 12. So just consider this point here. Yes. So 360. So 360 is the total angle divided by 12. So hour hand. If you want to calculate the angle traced by hour hand, the multiplying factor will be 360 by 12. If you want to find the angle traced by minute hand, then the multiplying factor will be 360 degree divided by 60 degrees. So just remember this. So the last 4 points are very important to solve problems. So just observe this. angle traced by hour hand and angle traced by minute hand in y minutes. So angle between the two hands of a clock, even this is very, very important. So this is a shortcut formula. If you need further explanation or if you want to know how we got this formula, then contact me. So angle between two hands of a clock is 11 by 2 into m, where m stands for minutes, minus 30 into h, where h stands for hours. Okay, so m is minute, h is hour. So reflex angle is angle greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Angle greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. So if they just ask you to find the angle, then it will be somewhere, it will be less than 180 degree. In particular, if they ask you to find reflex angle, then you should subtract it from 360 degree. Subtract the angle which is less than 180 degree from 360 degree to get the reflex angle. Okay, followed it. So let us quickly start with the problems. So problem number 1, have a look at this. An accurate clock shows 8 o'clock in the morning. Through how many degrees will the hour hand rotate when the clock shows 2 o'clock in the afternoon? So see, when I say 8 o'clock and 2 o'clock, so just let us quickly consider the structure of the clock. So when I say 8 o'clock, so this is 12, 1, 2, 3, though it is not accurate, it's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's it. So this is 8 o'clock. So the hour hand will be here. This will be the position of hour hand at 8 o'clock in the morning. And at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, what will be the position of hour hand? It will be at 2, correct? So now clearly it shows that the angle between these two, they are in the straight line, correct? So the two positions are in the straight line. So the angle between them is 180 degree, right? So it is option D, that is 180 degrees. So no calculation is required, no formula is required. So problem number 2, the reflex angle. Okay, just remember the last point. The reflex angle between the hands of a clock at 10:25 is. Between the hands of a clock at 10:25 is. Okay, let us quickly remember the formula here. What is the angle between the hands of a clock? Do you remember this? Okay, if you don't remember this, see, have a look at the last but one point. 11, modulus. See, why have we considered this modulus symbol? Because even if you get negative, you should consider the positive value, because angle cannot be negative, right? So even if it is negative, consider the positive value. So modulus of 11 by 2 into minute minus 30 into hour. So we are going to use this here. So see here, A is equal to modulus 11 by 2 into minute minus 30 into hour. So this is equal to modulus 11 by 2 into, so what is the value of m here? See, the time is 10:25. So the minute value is 25. So 11 by 2 into 25 minus 30 into h. So h stands for hour. So what is the hour value here? It is 10. So 30 into 10. So this is equal to modulus. Okay, it's all about simplification now. 11 into 25 is 275, correct? 25 ones are 25, 225, yes, 275. So 275 divided by 2 minus 300. So this is equal to modulus 275 minus 600 divided by 2. So which is equal to modulus. So what is 275 minus 600? Okay, tell me what is 600 minus 275? Since we have modulus sign, we can swap these two terms. So 600 minus 275 is 325 by 2, correct? So 325 by 2. So 325 by 2 is nothing but 160 two and a half degree, right? So it is 162 and a half degrees. So this is angle. not the reflex angle. See here, we know that the reflex angle is the angle which is greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Here, whatever we have got, it is just angle. So now we need to find reflex angle. So is reflex angle is 360 degrees minus the angle which we have obtained, that is 162 and a half degrees. So what is 360 degree minus 162 and a half degree? So what is 360 minus 162? So it is 197 and a half degree, correct? So it is option D, 197 and a half degree. 197 and a half degree. So this is the required solution, 197 and a half degree, that is option D. So next, problem number 3. A clock is started at noon. So this is the original position of, I mean the actual time first, the original time. A clock is started at noon by 10 minutes past 5. So what do you mean by 10 minutes past 5? It is 5:10. So the time given is 5:10. The hour hand has turned through how many degrees? So the hour hand has turned through how many degrees? So this is the question here. Hour hand. So here you have to find the angle covered by hour hand, not minute hand. So 5:10. So now just follow this. See, angle traced by the hour hand in x hours is 360 by 12 into x degrees, correct? So we are going to use this now. So the time is 5:10. So when I say 5:10, convert everything in terms of hours. So when I say 5:10, so it is 5 hours plus 10 minutes. So 10 minutes means how to convert from minutes to hours. This is already known. So I don't have to explain again how to convert from minutes to hours by dividing minutes by hours. I mean 60. By dividing minutes by 60. So 5 hours plus 10 by 60 hours. So 5 hours plus 10 by 60 hours means 1 by 6 hours. So this is equal to 5 plus 1 by 6 is, just add these two fractions. 5 plus 1 by 6 is 5 into 6, that is 30. 30 plus 1 is 31. So 31 by 6 hours. So 31 by 6 hours. So this is the given time. So now we are going to find the angle traced by hour hand in x hours. Okay, just recollect the formula once. What is the angle traced by hour hand in x hours? It is 360 divided by 12 into x, into x. So here it is 360 by 12 into what is x? X is 31 by 6. So this is the value of x hours. So 31 by 6. Now simplify this. 6 times 60, 12 times 5, correct? So what is 5 into 31? 5 into 31 is 155 degrees. 155 degrees. That is option C. 155 degrees. So this is the angle traced by our hand from 12 noon to 5:10. Okay. So next, problem number 4. A watch which gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes was set right at 7 a.m. In the afternoon of the same day, when the watch indicated quarter past 4 o'clock, the true time is. Okay. So see, here we are going to divide this problem into two parts. One is the clock or just the time, and another is correct time or correct clock or time. So we are going to compare these two now. So a watch which gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes was set right at 7 a.m. Just forget about this 7 a.m. 5 seconds. The watch gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes. Okay. So in correct clock, if the time is 3 minutes, in correct clock, if the time is 3 minutes, then in the actual clock, in the given clock, the time will be 3 minutes 5 seconds, correct? Because there is a gain. See, when I say loss, it will lose certain the given time. So when I say gain, it will be more. It will be more. You have to add. When I say loss, you have to subtract. So it is 3 minutes 5 seconds in the given clock. But in the correct clock, it is just 3 minutes. So now was set right at 7 a.m. in the afternoon of the same day when the watch indicated quarter past 4 o'clock. So 7, this is the initial time. What is the final time? It is 4:15, quarter past 4. So that is 4:15. So when I say 7 to 4:15, calculate hours. Okay, calculate hours. So 7 to 4:15. So when I say 7 to 4:15, what is the number of hours? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So it is 9 hours 15 minutes, correct? So it's 9 hours 15 minutes. So in the correct clock, it is 3 minutes. In the given clock, it is 3 minutes 5 seconds. Now in the given clock itself, it's 9 hours 15 minutes. So now you are supposed to find the time in the correct clock. So what is the actual time? What is the true time? Okay, so let's do a simple calculation here. See, in 3 minutes, if it is 3 minutes 5 seconds, okay, let us convert everything to minutes. So when I say 3 minutes 5 seconds, when I say 3 minutes, I'll convert it to hours because here we have it in terms of hours and minutes, right? So I'll convert it in terms of hours. Okay. So, okay, first I'll convert each and everything. See, when I say 3 minutes, it is 3 by 60 hours, correct? And when I say 3 minutes 5 seconds, it is 3 by 60 hours plus 5 by 3600 hours. Why have I divided 5 by 3600? Because when if you want to convert from second to minute, you have to divide by 60, and if you want to convert from second to hour, you have to divide by 3600. So that is the reason I have divided this by 3600. Now, what about this? 9 hours, 15 minutes. Okay, 9 hours is fine. So 9 plus 15 minutes. Now I'm going to convert this 15 minutes to hours. So it is 15 divided by 60. So this is the time here. So question mark. So for 3 by 60 plus 5 by 3600, it is 3 by 60. For 9 plus 15 by 60, it is how much? You remember how to calculate this? Just cross multiply these two and divide it by this. This gives the questionable quantity. So here, see, for A, if it is B, then for X, it is what? Of So what is the value of this question mark? It will be X into B divided by A. So do you remember this? Now we are going to use the same concept here while evaluating this. So let us cross multiply first. 9 plus 15 by 60. 9 plus 15 divided by 60 into 3 by 60 divided by 3 by 60 plus 5 divided by 3600. So this is equal to 9 plus 15 times 1, 15 times 4. What is 9 plus 1 by 4? 9 plus 1 by 4 is 9 fours are 36. 36 plus 1, that is 37 by 4. Please check once. You know how to add fractions. So 9 plus 1 by 4 gives 37 by 4 into 3 by 60 whole divided by, so now see here, 3 by 60 plus 5 by 3600. Okay, so further I'm going to divide these two. So 3 by 60 is nothing but 3 ones are 3 20s are 5 by 3600 is 5 ones are 5 times 7 35 5 2 and 0. So what is the LCM of 20 and 720? It is 720. 720. So now 20 times what gives 720? 20 times 36 gives 720 plus 1. Yes. So I'm going to write it here. So it is, let us just cancel something here. 1 by 20, correct? 1 by 20. So we got 37 divided by 80. 80. So 37 by 4 into 20 is 80 by 36 plus 1 is 37. 37 divided by 720. So now 37 and 37 cancel each other and 720 goes to the numerator. So it is 720 divided by 80. Tell me what is 720 by 80? It is 9. So this question mark refers to 9 hours. So 9 hours. So actual time is, the actual duration is 9 hours. So that means from 7 to 7 plus 9 hours. 7 plus 9 hours gives 4 p.m. 4 p.m. So option B is the correct solution. So 4 p.m. So next, problem number 5. At what time between 7 and 8 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in the same straight line but not together? Okay, so this is very, I mean, if you observe all the options, it seems difficult, but it's very easy. At what time between 7 and 8 o'clock the hands of a clock will be in the same straight line but not together? Excuse. See, when I say but not together, that means the hands of a clock, they are not coinciding. The hands of the clock are in same straight line. That means the angle is 180 degree. So 180 degree is the given angle. Okay, so what is A? A is 180 degree, 180 degrees. So now what is H? H means the hour running. So what is the hour running here? See, the time is between 7 and 8. So I can say H is 7, correct? H is 7. Okay, immediately just identify in which half, in which half. This is the first half and this is the second half. And if it is in the first half, then you have to use plus in the formula. If it is in the second half, then you have to use minus in the formula. So now tell me in which, to which half this time belongs to. It belongs to the second half, right? So you should use minus. Okay. So now tell me what is the time? What is the formula used to find time? It is 2 by 11. Do you remember this? 2 by 11 into h into 30 minus a, minus a. So let us use this formula now. So T is equal to 2 by 11 into H is 7 into 30 minus what is A? A is 180. So this is equal to 2 by 11 into 7 into 30 is 210, 210 minus 180. So which is equal to 2 by 11 into 210 minus 180. 210 minus 180 is 30. So 2 into 30 is 60, 60 by 11. Okay, let's convert this to mixed fraction. 60 by 11. 11 5s are 55. So the remainder is 5. So this is 5, 5 by 11. So 5, 5 by 11 minutes. 5, 5 by 11 minutes past this running hour. So this refers to the extra time, additional time. So it is 5, 5 by 11 minutes past the running hour. So 5, 5 by 11 minute past 7. So that is option D. Option D is the correct solution. Understood? So let us continue in the next session. Till then, keep practicing. Have a good day.